York means
business, beautiful surroundings.
Beautiful surroundings.
York means style.
Excellent housing.
Opportunity.
brilliant schools.
Fantastic
Business.
Opportunity. Great transport links.
Great housing. Brilliant schools.
Excellent housing.
Fantastic transport links.
Great people.
York means business.
York means wonderful people.
Fantastic
Transport links.
incredible schools.
Wonderful surroundings.
Wonderful.
York means brilliant schools.
Opportunity.
Fantastic.
York means style.
Fantastic transport.
Beautiful surroundings.
You've got some of the most beautiful architecture in the world here.
The surrounding areas have completely captivated me.
There can't be many places in the world where you get such beauty within such reach.
Just beautiful scenery everywhere you look.
Some of the most spectacular scenery and countryside that the UK has to offer.
It's overwhelmingly simple, it's quality of life.
You don't have to live with the London congestion and the crowding and the expense.
You've got room to breathe.
I think York has its own unique culture.
It's an incredibly cosmopolitan city.
A very, very vibrant, cosmopolitan, cafe-type society.
Has a feel of actually a kind of European city. York's just a fabulous place.
The city is really a special place and people have got to come and see it.
We really have got a world-class education system here in York.
I still would rate York as the top of the list.
Has two brilliant universities.
The authority as a whole is ranked in the top 10 nationally.
It has fantastic public sector schools, some of the best in the country.
More than 2/3 of young people in York schools get 5 good GCSEs or better.
And it also has some fantastic private sector schools.
York College is amongst the highest achieving colleges in the country.
A family coming to York would be spot for choice.
We are actually in the heart of Britain.
It's not isolated at all. I'm 2 hours from London.
Great communication links.
I think York has got one of the best transport networks there is.
If I want to go to London, I can get there in 1 hour 50 minutes.
It's easy to get to the airport, easy to get to London.
I've got 3 airports close to me.
I had a meeting in London 2 weeks ago. The chap was from Kent and I got there before him in less time. It's fantastic.
You could be in London for a morning meeting if you wanted to be. I'd rather be here for a morning meeting.
Cost of living up here and the quality of housing is excellent.
Look around at the houses.
For those people looking for a house, come and look at the things that are available in York.
There's a range of housing types for all pockets, all backgrounds and all interests.
Very competitive, half of the cost of living in London.
A house like this possibly costs half of what you would pay for it in London.
The other great thing about housing in York is that it's about half the price of the south of England.
If you fancy and can afford the 5-bedroom with an acre, that's also available too.
And it's the mix of property that I think makes York different.
It combines the best of both worlds. Unique, charming, individual shopping.
It is a shopper's paradise, no doubt about it.
Every big retail brand within a stone's throw of the city centre.
Well, you've got a lot more, I think, independent merchants and small shops and just variety.
But there's still the opportunity to shop in the big stores as well.
And around every corner there's a unique shop that you don't find anyplace else. So that's what I like about York.
It brings the best out of people, I think, here in York.
I really fell in love with the people. I found them charming.
I feel safe going anywhere in the city.
I've always felt very welcome. It's a city where you feel very safe.
You can feel safe. People are friendly.
The cultural life in the city of York is fantastic.
So it's the people welcome, it's the people history, and it's the way that shaped the physical settings, which are just stunning.
It's just a great place to be.
There is a very high potential for York to be a fantastic place to grow your business.
If I wanted to work and live in one place, it would be York.
Commercially, cost of employment is a lot less, cost of premises is less, rates, all the other associated business costs, your marketing expense, more competitive in York.
Yorkshire people want value for money, and therefore prices are competitive.
The people are fantastic, they're talented, they're warm, they're funny, they're creative, they'll offer you all the skills and the welcome you need.
We've got fantastic university, fantastic colleges, great schools.
Mice Finch are global experts in time and attendance software. We have 2,500 customers around the world with over 500,000 people clocking on and off, and we're based here in York.
Quality Street, Smarties, Polo Mints, Yorkie, Rowntree's Fruit Pastels, almost name a confectionery brand and it will have originated in York.
York is the perfect place to work and to live.
The quality of living around York and in York is fantastic. Finding office space is great, good stable employees, great science park. We trade in countries from Australia to the States and it's easy to deal in those markets, and we're doing it from York.
CPP is a marketing services business. It is an international global business in 13 countries. That's growing at 1 or 2 countries a year. And this is all done from York.
GIF Music was born in York, and to be honest, there's never really been a reason to be anywhere else. The city provides everything we need to grow a successful business. We've got over 50 staff, about a 10 million turnover, and we're still growing at over 40% a year.
In York, wage costs are on average 25% less than down in London. The stability of the workforce is really good, we don't lose staff.
The most important thing are the people of York and the availability of an extremely good, well-educated, very motivated workforce.
But we have over 1,000 people in York, so we're now double the size that we expected it to be. And that has come about through a lot of our own efforts, but again it's come about from a lot of people in this city who have helped CPP get to the size that it is today. These guys did everything that they could to support what it is that we needed. I mean, they found us a building immediately, they helped us recruit people. There was just so much assistance given to CPP in that first 6 months that it couldn't have been an easier transition for us.
Have a great life, have a great business.
And in the end, that's what business is about, is selling your product to people and employing your people. And if you want them to be happy, come to York.
York's going to win every time.